Well, to some people, that's a win-win.
All right, we're live.
Oh,
Already. So,
I don't want to talk anymore.
you want to show something, or
Is it? Do we have to go back to what we've already said, or is it?
yeah, I mean, it's just a new angle. So
It's a new hangout.
Yeah.
Okay. So.
She's just like flashing.
We'll see. What I was saying. Well, today's lesson was 1, 2, 3.
Poivron.
That's it. Just to be sure.
Which means paper.
Just to make it quick, then second time we worked this week on the layout of the movie, the edit. So we managed to still go below 15 minutes. So the first 7.5 minutes are almost finished from the layout point of view. We'll move on to the second part of the movie. We won't watch it now, I think, because we watched it all together yesterday and nothing really changed on it, but it will be available on the cloud, maybe, if we want to. But what I wanted to show...
The first half.
The first half, yeah, the dragon and tornado. But what we can watch is the two scenes that are in the jungle and the laundromat that we are working on now. So the first one would be Yalti's chase scene.
Oh, yes.
That I edited quickly this afternoon with some new editing tools that are...
Ooh,
but I think we'll talk about this later on.
I also added some just really basic facials for, like, the caterpillar. So he can actually smile a little, or, like, be surprised or whatever. He was really dead in the chase scenes. It was just like,
I see that
like the craziest thing going on, and it's just nothing. Well, that helps a little bit.
it's not the best of all. Let's on this side.
Maximize. What?
Looks great.
Yeah.
Lots of work. Bam. So there should be sound, which is basically...
Yeah. Imagine
You just keep going.
Oh, sound doesn't work.
So just
Let's start
Frank
over.
and he sees Tara and
sound is not really important for this.
struggles to stay on it.
I like the view of the wings.
And he sees Tara again because they've made a U-turn. And now he decides to take things into his own hands.
Yeah.
So he sees that the head is directing the stuff, so he's trying to grab it. But everything kind of goes wrong. So it also goes upside down, and they manage to stabilize a bit. And that's where we are. So yeah, it's in loop, so it's the same thing.
No, it's crazy. It's
going on forever and ever.
Okay, so
So that's it. So yeah, this is already 45 seconds. There's not lots of more stuff happening after it. We managed to finally calm the dragonfly, and then she lets him take control, and he sees Tara in the distance and goes for her. Yeah. No.
cool. Should I go to the next slide?
Yep, absolutely. The next file is stop.
Stop it! No!
So this is the very end of the movie. Frank just disappeared before. Spoiler! Just before being eaten by the frog. So this is the beautiful landscape of the jungle, as you can see. And this is what happens next with at the laundromat.
Who did this now?
I did.
You.
So Manu's laundromat. So you see how good animator I am. Yeah, wait for it. So he goes into his jacket, take the matches we saw in the beginning, because it's not a business card that we might have, but just some matches of the Cosmos Laundromat. And he lights up his cigarette. something rings. So he slowly goes there.
Run, you fool!
Stop the timer and inspect what's in the thing. We see a lot of butterflies and dragonflies from the jungle that are released. One of them leads us to another washing machine, which should have the number 3 on it, or 2, I think, number 2. And we slowly go into it, and we go underwater. So we see that we are underwater in the sea, and there's a fish that appears in front of us, which is Frank. And that's it.
So I have one question that I just thought of now, kind of. So he comes out of like the world, like in his head, and
Yeah.
and he walks over to the thing.
Yeah.
He's not like the thing he's opening. That's not necessarily Joker, is it? I mean, that could be just like a totally unrelated world, right?
No, it's the one that just ended up. It's the
Okay.
one we just finished.
Because like he's not grabbing Frank and throwing him in the next one,
Nope.
right?
No, Frank is already in the other one.
Right?
No.
Don't you see Tara fly out of that one?
Nope, that's not there.
Okay.
She's not there anymore.
So they kind of like he doesn't actively have to take stuff out and put stuff. Or
No, we
anything
don't
like
really
that.
know what he does. It
Ah,
we just inspect the stuff, and we don't care what
Okay,
he does.
okay.
It's
yeah, just one.
That's so they just left this one and goes to the second one. That's what we do too. So yeah, I think that's it for the layout and the edit of the movie. So because of the laundromat scene, which is a bit long because the animation is slow, blah blah, we are just back to 15 minutes. But again, the jungle will, I'm sure, will shrink a lot. So 14 is more likely, I think.
Yeah, I think the laundromat like also
Well, it takes
shrink a little, but-
too long to walk and stuff. So,
But
but
he
still,
has huge legs, Dutch legs.
I can take a bite. Okay, so yeah, that's it for today's. Next, who's next? Okay,
Manus, okay, you'll be next.
Okay, you know who's next?
Why not?
Yeah.
Something.
Yeah, can I bring
Okay.
Can I say that?
Yeah. Nothing special, but
It's 36 megabytes.
oh yeah, there is the tree in the middle of the island.
Quite a sheet.
Share it for a second.
Yeah,
Yeah,
just blocking out.
you can start logging in.
Well, there is not details yet. It's the size and something, I don't know. Lots of work ahead.
Very interesting.
Enhance.
Yeah.
On the left.
Yeah,
That's the reflection.
has to be all in keyboard.
Right.
Yeah, next image is the same, but with like details, like info.
So you just
Oh yeah, but nothing.
Ah.
Yeah. Yes, and next image is
Layout plastic board.
okay. Yeah, I rigged some. Okay, interesting. Okay, it will be on the blog post.
So what was it? Is it?
It's just a rig for the plastic ball inside the washing machine.
Okay.
So,
At the very end of the tornado, he's facing the plastic ball that you put in washing machine with
With the
laundry stuff.
detergent, yeah.
yeah.
And then I will model it and make a nice rig.
Yeah, for layout.
yeah, that keeps like the liquid at the same. Yeah.
Yeah, sketching something for the island. Yeah, and in yes, there is a new version of the tree.
Happy tree.
Yeah, quite happy.
And happy Frank. Yes. Yes. But details are missing so far. Yes. Maybe a bit too wonky. The style, but
Oh no, I like it.
okay.
Yeah, it looks good.
Excellent. Excellent.
Manufied.
Yes. Yeah. That's about it.
Oh, yeah, nice.
Kjarte, do you have?
Well, my thing was kind of already shown within the layout thing. Yeah, and
Your hand is there you go. Now your face is almost in the video. No, your face.
my
You're supposed to lean
there you
forward,
go.
yeah.
Now you're in the video. Oh, you want to show something? Or?
No. I mean so the thing I did was like I did a lot of different cameras for that crazy action scene with the dragonfly,
Yeah.
and I did it all in one folder, and then it was Mathieu's choice to cut it down, and that's what he did. So it would be really redundant to actually see all this stuff. So yeah. So next.
Okay. While we were talking about the artwork last week, we forgot about Angela.
Yeah, I
So-
have it here.
Well,
I have Angela's artwork. And there is one Victor. Another Victor. Here.
Ah.
Did anyone talk to Angela about this work?
no, but there's
Okay,
some
just-
nice notes.
Mhm.
So she's still on the hand, she pick on the neck. I don't know the details.
Yeah, I'm happy about the hands. They were getting kind of big.
I don't know how much Sarah is going to be happy about it, because I thought she actually wanted the hands to be rather large.
Well, this is something that I keep seeing all the time when like you do the character design and it looks like really cool to have like the hands kind of, how you like play with proportions and the hands end up big, but then you have to animate them and they can't, like you can't cross your arms, like they don't fit anymore, and they're like
Yeah, if he has to take something out of his pockets, it could be.
it's like in Sintel when she's yelling, it's like hello, like a totally entire thing.
So that is one image, and then there is another one because it is just some
Ah, good.
Michael Jackson socks.
more details about these socks. So yeah. So I think wait, there is also something from this was from this week, and then there is material from the past week, which is probably what Visual was referring to, which is this.
Frank's
Ah,
Topology work from layout, draft, this is the refined topology, this is the topo edges, loops, and
One little question. Do you guys think there's enough edge loops in the ears? It feels like if you go up a little bit, it feels like there's.
yeah, I can see.
Yeah,
I don't know. I mean, I
like
guess.
it's missing maybe a couple of edge loops there. No. Okay, he's gonna be the villain now.
All right. So
Tomorrow,
these
Frank,
are-
we have to check for the mustache.
These are the images from Angela. So yeah.
Yeah, nice.
And now we have Anthony, maybe.
Yeah, sure. Must.
So
So we need to open up Blender.
yeah.
We have one in the desktop.
Yeah.
So
Anthony
Fuck.
being
You cannot
Blender.
get this out of your head.
Blinda. This is Blinda.
No.
Okay, I give it to you a second. I guess you want to
It's actually pretty good.
Oh, no.
You are kidding me. Why? Anyway, we can just do the demo with
You can
another
just
file.
remove the sender by server, not the start and by server. Remove the whole thing, hit enter. It should be mounted. Hit enter.
No?
Yeah.
Anyway, you can just copy paste the file to the desktop. Copy paste.
To override the firewall and do the panel friendly
So
thing with
it's a
the
600 kilobyte file.
Yeah.
Great.
Exactly.
So,
Hello.
hello. This is a sequence.
Oh,
And also I know that. And right. So I've been working on the widgets again these past few weeks, and I've made a system which is generalizable enough that we can now basically control the backdrop of the node editor and the sequencer. And well, I can see there's no backdrop here because I have to reset it, and you invoke the operator by pressing V, just like as in the node editor, and you press R, and then you have this backdrop, which is now an overdrop because Matteo requested me to have the sequencer overdrop on top. So yeah, we are missing the images as far as I can see. So let's see if I can drop something
this
in
looks
really
like
quick.
it might be an older version. I mean, didn't you like round the corners for the little
Yeah,
sequences?
I did. Okay, so now you can see it better. So you get this widget. You have those nice indicators for the for when you move it and when you resize it, and you more or less have the same thing here. Let's see if I can see that somehow. No, yeah. Anyway, just the same thing here. Come on. Okay. All right. So in the sequence. All right. So again, here we select the viewer, and it should appear. No, it doesn't. Oh, okay. It's here, but I have to rescale it. Okay. So it's the same widget, which has been generalized, and we can use it everywhere, pretty much everywhere. So yeah, that's what I've been working on this week. Okay.
The rounded strips.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, really? Oh, okay.
Super side.
Was it?
Lucas.
Because people were.
Do we actually have the
Really?
code there?
Like I'm not.
So you want me to run the Blender from your shard?
It's just like, well,
Yeah, me too. I mean, yeah, most of the week I've been working on stuff for the grass system and meadows add-ons. And we were going to test this with Manu, but he was busy with other stuff, so we don't really have anything to show there yet. The other thing on the server is just a little
I see
test.
that Harry needed fixes.
Yeah, this is improved the combing tool a bit.
But I can't, like, so this 272 here,
Yeah,
but it only has Python and scripts.
it's like Pablo, isn't it? I haven't tested it, but I don't know.
What's wrong with that?
I don't know.
The bin should be in the folder above there.
There is
The
a-
Blender, there's
Blender.
Blender.
It's Blender.
You have to copy it to the.
Just do -A and then you
Yeah,
can
yeah,
use.
you have to copy the whole folder to desktop or something.
sudo -A.
oh, that's good. So, Matthew, what do you think about the teeth having them so perfect? I mean, like, you know, should they? Because he's like a really old.
It's from Blender.
Just
Should they be like kind of colored a
oh,
little
it
bit,
actually works.
or
Yeah,
a bit.
a little crooked maybe?
But it's not like he's a
You know, not crazy, but
just a bit used.
All right, so here we go.
Yeah.
This is the Blender that you have.
yeah.
You want to show something?
It's just a so you ate all of this.
you ate it.
You ate mouse.
So hair system and
Hello, Lucas.
let me see.
Hair system.
So in the why is it so dark? The background is shitty here. It doesn't really work. Anyway, we just do this. So in the particle edit mode, you have the combing tool here. But one of the problems is if you want to comb, like, why is it so? This is. Anyway, combing perpendicular to the hair is a bit shitty, and it's one of the things I improved here. There's nothing is set up here. It's just stupid. Anyway, maybe you can see it.
The generally behaves more intuitively.
Yeah, basically it
Once you
rotates
set the
the hair
direction,
instead of
it
just
keeps-
displacing the vertices.
Yeah, that's
So
awesome.
it's not really visible here, but you have to try to
Can you reset
notice
it
the
and do
difference.
it again from like reset the hair?
Yeah. So, yeah. Of course, it has all the tools here. Yeah. Anyways, this doesn't look like much. No, so.
All right. So, anything else?
Can show again, but it would be pretty much the same thing as the past week. I mean, it's working better, and we have now a job in background which is listing directories or blend files content, so on. But it's won't differ much from what we saw last week. So probably not worse.
Do we clap? No.
Okay.
And what about
Bam!
We have a user.
Yeah, we deployed BAM in the studio. So Manu started using it, and 5 minutes after we gave it to him, there was a little bug that we fixed. And after that, so far, he has a rather linear workflow, so we don't really have a lot of problems. And one of the things that we tried to do this week was start to move data from the pre-production to the new repository that we have. And we didn't do that yet because it's rather complicated, and we tried to do it in a good and efficient way. So after some thinking, we will start working on it next week, doing it mostly based on the edit. So we will look at what the edit has, and out of the edit, we will actually make our migration plan. And this is interesting because it kind of prefigures the use of the story tool concept. So it's basically having the edit as the center of our production. So what is in the edit is what we actually are working on, and not the scattered files or the production spreadsheets and stuff like that. We actually try to use that as much as possible as the source of what we do. And so already doing the setup of our new production repository using that is a good exercise, because it will let us see how to actually do this workflow, because it's the first time we actually try to do something like this. So yeah, this is pretty much what we've spent our time doing in the past week.
Just one of the tools that I worked on wasn't a very big deal, but it's just a remapping tool, and that can be used outside of like, it can be used by anyone. You don't have to be already using BAM, and that's just remapping. So you can say point of the directory and tell it to like cache all the information, and then you can rename everything, move all the files about, and rename the directories, and then finish, and then it will put it all back together, so the blend files are not pointing to weird things, and yeah, it should save us time.
Yeah. Very good. So I would say then we can wrap this up.
Yep.
And then you can maybe say goodbye to the world.
Oh, come on.
All right. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.